I was born rich. You were born rich. Every single person on this earth was born rich. Now, what do I mean by that? It may not be physically. I mean, me, it is physically because I worked hard to actually get here. I have the car. I made $6,000 in the last 3 days. I'm on pace to make $40,000 this month with my brand scaling agency. But how? I do freelance brand scaling. We're gonna get into that later. What I'm really here to talk about is how everyone is born rich and everyone is born with the same ability to go ahead and achieve these goals. Now, I don't really have a plan for this video at all. I'm just gonna yap to you guys, but I really need to talk about how manifestation, bro, changed my life forever. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, back in my hometown, I used to manifest like crazy. And it's probably honestly 30–40% of my success now. Yeah, you have to put in the work. You have to work hard on the right things, and you actually have to know what you're doing. You know, you're not gonna get to your goal by working 1 to 2 hours a day on some bullshit. You actually have to grind. And I mean grind. I'm talking about 8, 10, 12-hour days. But if you do that without manifesting, without, getting your mind right and preparing yourself to get rich, you're gonna get to your goal a lot faster than when you are. You need to go the extra mile with this when I tell you, right? I was so delusional growing up. Now, growing up, I'm talking about probably sophomore or junior year is when I really started to take everything serious, and I was like, damn, I need to get rich. And what I would do, I'm not sure if you guys know who Alex Sedlak is, but Alex Sedlak taught me this. He would print pictures of affirmations on his wall, and you're gonna notice how they would never say, I will be, I am going to. It's always, I am. You need to think as in the present, right? So I had like 20 posters on my wall. I am rich. I have a Corvette, which is crazy. I actually put that on my wall, and now this is mine, owned outright, which is I don't know what to say. I turned 20 in a little over a month, and I have one of my dream cars, which is a story for another day. But I have a Corvette. I have a 7-figure clothing brand, which I'm not there yet, but we're extremely close. And just some stuff like that. And I put them on my wall. I would tape them on my wall, tape them on the ceiling, tape them wherever, everywhere in my bedroom. I used to get made fun of by literally every single person besides like my mom. My brothers, my friends from high school who would, sneak into my room, because growing up I had the party house, you could say. All my friends would come over, and bro, everyone would make fun of me for it, but I knew, Alex Sedlak knew, there's a car. I saw things different, right? And I knew that waking up to that and reading that to myself, even if I wasn't reading it directly, I was consciously reading it. Every single day, I knew it would come true, right? So that was just the first part. I would wake up to that every single day while putting in 7 to 8 hour days. That definitely, propelled my growth. And even every time I would look at that, it would help me push harder in a sense, right? Because I had journals. I probably have like maybe 4 or 5 journals now stacked to this, which my clothing brand is called Messy. I have it tattooed right here. And I would always put Messy is successful. Messy is a 7-figure company. Messy is selling out. Just stuff like that. And bro, it works. And I'm telling you, once you guys get over that fear and you really just start and you give it your all, everything is going to work out. Now, what do I mean by that, right? I know I talked about the manifestation a little bit, but it's really the truth. It's not just manifestation. It's not just saying things. It's everything you consume. You have to go ahead and become the millionaire version of yourself before you go ahead and get rich. God, He's gonna put you in situations to get there, right? He's gonna give you momentum streaks and everything like that, which we're gonna get into later in the video. But He's not gonna give you everything until you actually become that person. You need to be, absorbing the right frequencies. You need to be eating the right food. You need to be doing the habits that your millionaire self is doing. And once you go ahead and you complete every single one of these steps, you're going to get there. Now, every single day back in my hometown when I was grinding, I would wake up, get some work done before school. In school, I would actually sit in the parking lot, film videos exactly like this, for my clothing brand, and I would just work probably till like second period. I would never go in the first period. At the end of my senior year, I had to do, I think, 40 days of lunch detention because I would never show up to first period. And I would just work. And, you know, after school, I would go to the gym, come back, work. And then I would hang out with my friends, you know, in the nighttime. But once I was doing that, I realized that, you know, it's not all work. You have to, you know, really become the millionaire version of yourself. And once I made that switch, once I started really creating those habits, that's when everything changed. I went from doing like 5K a month to literally a 15K a month. And the month after that, I hit a 30K a month with my clothing brand, which was my first ever 30K drop. Now it's crazy. You guys may think I'm some course scammer, kind of fraud or anything like this. But one, I didn't start selling information. I didn't start my agency. I didn't start none of this until I actually moved down to Miami. So I moved to Miami and practically bought this car all for my clothing brand, which is pretty crazy. And when I get into momentum streaks too, you really need to take advantage. Now, God and the universe is gonna give you momentum streaks if they think you deserve it. Let's say you're making a little bit of progress. They're gonna give you opportunities and they're gonna put you in positions where you could go ahead and 5, 10x your progression like that. Now, I realized this super late, and if I realized this earlier, oh my God, I would be so rich. I would be a multi-millionaire by now. And I can't think of the amount of times where I let that opportunity slip away and it just eats me. But you can't look in the past, you have to look in the future, right? And now that I realize that, which I have a momentum streak right now, and I'm never letting this go. So this is exactly why I think August will be my first 100K a month. We're about to do 40K this month, maybe 50K, which will be a record month. I don't see any reason why we should double it the next month because I'm just gonna keep this momentum streak. God is giving me all these leads and so much opportunity for what? Just because I started going to the gym more frequently, I stopped gooning, I started eating healthier. He's gonna put me in the position to actually go ahead and really, really make my dreams come true. Like I really, truly want you guys to see where I'm at right now. I'm manifesting this right now. I'm in, I think it's Hibiscus Island right now in South Beach, Miami. There's a mansion right there. There's a boat right there. There's more mansions over there. I don't know if you could see it. And then I obviously, you know, have my dream whip right here. But now, kind of the last thing I want to talk about too, which manifesting and everything like that, you need to be consuming the right music. And this might seem crazy. I'm a white boy. I'm wearing linen pants, golden fucking gooses. I drive the whitest car alive, but I still listen and I thrive off YN music, rich music. And I feel like that really protects my growth. I'm not even trolling. I'm not even trolling when I say this. Listening to rappers like OG7 Quanti, Bossman D-Lo, T Grizzly, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, I think if I didn't listen to them, I'd probably be, you know, not as rich as I am because of the frequency. All they talk about is money. And when you have money going through your head, but you don't worship money, you know, you worship your purpose. You worship God and you worship your purpose. My purpose is to go ahead now, provide for my family, help all my clients scale, and provide, you know, good clothing for middle schoolers and high schoolers. That is my purpose. And once I found that out, once I started consuming everything, looking on my wall, seeing I'm a millionaire, I have a Corvette, I have a 7-figure clothing brand, I have a 7-figure agency, and I listen to all this music where it's like money, you're gonna get there. It's literally that simple. That is the science behind YN music. And I really think that's it, bro. You know, you once you conquer your mind, once you become the millionaire version of yourself, you're really gonna get rich. Because God is gonna give you opportunities and put you in the position to go ahead and just make it happen. And I really think you guys need to take advantage of that. Because once you find, you're gonna tell, right? I don't know how to explain it so much, but you're gonna be able to tell when God and the universe just gives you that momentum. And if you don't take it, you're just insulting them, right? So you're gonna feel it, you're gonna know. When you're working hard, I promise you, that's literally it. It's a secret, bro. It's a secret. You just have to become the millionaire version of yourself. You have to think, what is my millionaire self doing right now? Is my millionaire self eating Papa John's right now? Is my millionaire self gooning? Is my millionaire self playing Xbox, playing 2K, smoking weed, drinking alcohol? Probably not. Maybe drinking alcohol on the beach when he has 40 million in the bank. Not at a club or at a frat party. You gotta think, bro. It's that simple. And once you realize that, once you gain the habits of what your millionaire self is doing, I mean, you're gonna get there. It's that simple. I kind of gave you guys the most game possible, really, to sum up this video. You need to go ahead and do what your millionaire self is doing. And once you do that, you're gonna get rich as fuck. So, with that being said, I mean, if you guys wanna go ahead and follow my Instagram, any questions you have, go ahead, put them down below. I'm gonna go ahead and respond to all of them. I see all the comments, I'm gonna like them, reply to all of them. And if you have any deep questions, go ahead and DM my Instagram. So with that being said, I mean, let me know if you like these type of videos or not. If not, I'm gonna stop posting them. So please let me know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys love this beautiful view. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in. How do I zoom in? I don't know, but it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. So I'll go ahead, catch y'all boys in the next video, and peace.